Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's game, time of possession should be a factor. The Steelers are top 10 in converting on third down, and they'll be up against a Lions defense that wants to get off the field.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The return man here, T.J. Jones. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say. Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around. Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you? You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Second down following the run. Here's Clark. Off play action. Over the middle, complete. That's Harper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw on second down. Clark, blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Clark. And this is going to be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 49. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Looking long for Westbrook, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Clark operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
This is Bell on the dump-off. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now Clark to throw. Looking to throw on second down. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. The give is to Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking long for Westbrook. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Clark now on 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there at 22. Now Clark on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Back to throw. Clark looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 44 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you...
And he loses the football a second time. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Set. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Watching that, Barney. Watching that. Detroit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Clark to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's go. Gun. Over.
Operating from the gun, Clark. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go. Watching that, Barney.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Extra point now by Boswell. the lead by one more. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Brandon Copeland in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Defense showing blitz.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw. Looking long for Westbrook. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to... Double-check my math, but it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Ready? I got it. Back up, Philly. Here we go.
Clark looking to throw on 2nd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Clark to throw on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Brad Wing now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
All right, here we go.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Set. Gun.
Now Bray looking for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And he knocks it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Looking to throw. Clark throwing left side. It's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Clark now to throw on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Clark. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And the wideout in motion. Now Clark throwing on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll look to throw here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing. Gun. Back down it up, Philly. Here we go. Watch the safety creek.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking to throw. Clark in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Stephon Tuitt in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Clark looking to throw on second down. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, "Oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away." But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. And the D looking like they may blitz.
4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. After the penalty, it's Bell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Back to throw here. Going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Hot. Back to the Philly. Here we go. Hot.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Lions now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Clark from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And now they'll run it here off tackle. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. That's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Pittsburgh, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.